Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, tonight we have an update to what's going down in Missouri. Now, Missouri passed a law about 2-3 months ago in June, basically saying we're a Second Amendment preservation state. Don't touch my stuff. That's pretty much what the law said. And by the way, if you do, you will be heavily fined, up to a year's salary in most cases. Big news. We covered it. Lots of stuff, ruffled a lot of feathers. Well, now a judge has come out and ruled on the injunction, which we reported on a few days ago. Go back and check out that video. It's linked in the description box below for your review if you want to go back and see the ins and outs of what we covered. But the ruling is in, and it's not exactly what you think it is. It's not a win. It's not a loss. It's kind of a, But hang in here 1 second, and we're going to get right to it. I got two sources, which are really great review of what's going on. But before we get too deep into this, guys, you need to check out the bullet points episode that we did today around 1 o'clock. It's linked for a description right here, the thumbnail's right here, and it's in the description box. And the card you can click on. But basically, this is about New Mexico. New Mexico is passing, or actually introducing a bill that says if you don't store your firearms correctly, you're going to get a Class 4 felony. Felony. No more Second Amendment rights. Felony. They are not playing around, but this is why it's important that we stick to our guns and we look at what's going on all around this nation. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments field below of that video and this one. And with that, let's dive back into Missouri and see what's going on down there. All right. Now, this is from the first source is a local source. Second source is AP, and it's funny the difference. Missouri court strikes down opposition to Second Amendment Preservation Act. It's an interesting way to say it. Very pro 2A. Okay. This is the law we're talking about, just so you guys know, put it crystal clear in perspective. The new law prohibits state and local cooperation with federal officials that attempt to enforce any laws, rules, orders, or actions that violate the Second Amendment rights of Missourians. Basically, it's a big old to the White House, right? So this is what's going down, though. Check this out. St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri House Bill 85, also known as the Second Amendment Preservation Act, was signed into law this June. The city of St. Louis County, and Jackson County filed a suit seeking a preliminary injunction. In real world talk, that basically means, hey, put a hold on this so it doesn't get enacted while we can sue you further and make it unconstitutional. That's it. So basically, the lefties, the gun controllers, were trying to sue and make this not go into effect, which was the 28th, yesterday. Well, there's interesting news, and we're going to get to it in 1 second. Check this stuff out, man. You can't make this stuff up. It's cutting edge. The law denounces federal rules on firearms and subjects law enforcement agencies with officers who knowingly enforce any federal gun laws to a fine of about $50,000 per violating officers. That's why I said a whole year's salary. Really? A Cole County judge, and this is the meat, struck down a request for an injunction today. So basically he said, this law is going into effect. I can't cancel it. But the reason why is interesting. The new law takes full effect on August 28th, and there are legal penalties if specific provisions are not enacted. So that was yesterday. So this thing is in the books. It is law. It is effective in Missouri. But look how the AP is covering this. And this is interesting. Very interesting juxtaposition versus the local source. Missouri judge declines to rule on new guns legality. Well, I thought the Missouri source said they threw it out. Well, just check out what they did, and this is gonna set it up for you. Columbia, Missouri. A Missouri judge on Friday declined to weigh in on the constitutionality of a new state law forbidding local police from enforcing federal gun laws. And AP is not happy. Listen to what they said here. Cole County Circuit Judge Dan Green on Friday punted the case, writing that constitutional questions need to be addressed in other pending lawsuits against St. Louis City and St. Louis County filed under the new law. So because there are basically cross-pollinating lawsuits going this way and this way, they all need to be ruled either constitutional, not constitutional, and a ruling has to be issued on those previous lawsuits before this one. It's like a hierarchy preliminary situation. The big outcome for us on this, from a Second Amendment standpoint, is this was not a win nor a loss on a judicial system. What this was no, the law is going to go into effect because there's already pending laws in the system already. We need to wait on those before we get to this one. And in the meantime, this law is in effect. Missouri is effectively a sanctuary state for the Second Amendment, which is an interesting thing to actually say, but it's actually law, it's effective, it's actual, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something that's a huge positive? Is this a negative? Because this is not the last time we're going to hear about this, so I want to get your input on it, because as this develops, you know Langley Outdoors Academy will be right on this as the cutting edge of the firearms world. And until tomorrow, probably on the bullet points in the morning. I'm Braden. See you later.